No, it's not.
No, there's no such thing. All right? There's just no such
No
thing.
one is... Has anyone ever changed the channel because they saw a guy on TV?
No.
I just want to know that for a fact.
No, because I guarantee you, like, even the way it's coined...
Maybe fast forward, okay, that happens.
Sure, but turn the channel, no. Because, I mean, Christ, even the guy who supposedly coined the term, or it was coined for, X-Pac, nobody changed the channel when he showed up.
They just booed the shit out of him.
They just booed the shit out of him. That was fine.
Now, you're right, she shouldn't wrestle, she should be a manager.
She should be a manager. The fact that she got in the ring was just pointless.
They limited her in the ring.
They did.
So that was...
Yeah, she absolutely did. But, I mean, at the same time, I'm like, what do you need this for? Right?
Just be a manager.
Yeah, because there's no need to put her in the ring. It's like, why? So people can see how bad she is so they hate her? Oh, wait. They already do. So we're good. You know? And the heat traveled. It's not like it was just in NXT or anything like that. They premiered the fucking Fastlane teaser with her on the poster, and the place booed the shit out of that. So we're good. Can she just be a manager now? She can manage Nia Jax for her eventual call up to the main roster. Eva goes with her.
Anyone she's with will be
immediate heat. Immediate. If you have any diva that you want heat that's not getting heat, strap fucking Eva.
Or
to
any
her.
wrestler.
Anyone. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Roman Reigns. If you want to do it, I know it's stupid, but if you want to do it,
we'll get to that.
Yeah. Because there's a lot to talk about.
Show,
that. Yeah.
But I guess we'll get to it later because I have some things I could say. But NXT was good. I like that Biff got debuted.
Yep.
With the Chris Gerard gimmick and A11, so that was cool.
Oh no, we were talking about the
SmackDown.
We were talking about the final match. So yeah, SmackDown. I forgot where we were.
H.
Yeah.
H worked the Tuesday. Hey, good for you.
Yeah.
Applauso.
Hell rose over from it. Apparently there was an eclipse that night because he showed up.
Yeah, Triple H worked Tuesday. Good for you, buddy. Cut a pretty good promo.
Yeah.
Solid promo.
Yeah.
I'm the champ. The whole Roman's getting the blood, sweat, and tears. You know, I already got the sweat. And as for the blood, he pulls out the rag from Monday.
And I'm sitting there going, how long have you been carrying that, dude?
And he's like, and as far as the tears, I'll get that at WrestleMania when I beat you and you're going to cry like a bitch.
Fair enough. But again, seriously, how long have you been carrying around a rag covered in that guy's blood, man?
That's creepy.
That's a little bit weird.
And unhygienic.
Very.
But yeah. I think there might be some people that have a problem with ass-kicking Triple H.
No.
I'm like, he's the world champion, so he kind of has to be that now.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really
We can't do bumbling corporate guy who gets beat up, because, first off, it's still Triple H, who's still jacked to the gills.
I mean, he has different roles in the world, and yes, when he is just not wrestler Triple H, but just the
and he covered this in this promo. Yeah. He's like, listen, I am boardroom guy, I'm a businessman, but right now I can't be that. I have to be what I used to be. I have to be the cerebral assassin, the king of kings.
Yeah,
he
said all of his names, and
like that's the guy you're seeing right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go whoop some ass.
Don't let the suit fool you. Yeah, I'm right now in this particular time. The game.
Yeah, I thought that explained it. I honestly thought that explained it, but most people don't believe that. So
And like I said, I can't. I have to recuse myself when it comes to Triple H because. I'm a big H mark, and I've always been a big H mark, so I can't.
Honestly,
I can't look at him and he's shit and he's garbage.
He's not
because
shit,
I've never thought that. I've never thought that.
Oh no, I'll tell you as a guy who
because that has to come from you.
Yeah, I'll tell you as a guy who was very, very sick of him at one point in time. During the whole evolution of it all. Oh, I couldn't stand him.
First or second?
First.
Really?
Couldn't stand him. I was just so over Triple H. I was done. I was like, you know what? This guy, it's not that he's been on top for too long.
Because that was the argument.
That was definitely the argument. It was more so that he's been in your face so damn much. And I'm like, he's always there. Like, we never get a break from him. Which, I mean, could stand to be like, hey, he's got a good work ethic. But at the same time, you're also looking at it as a person who's watching the product going, God, him again? Much like a lot of people were saying with John Cena. And I will say now with Randy Orton, I'm done looking at the guy's face.
Granted, Randy Orton's been away for a while, so if he comes back now, it should be it'll be better.
Probably,
really?
I think I'm done with him. I'm just so fucking done with Randy Orton and his not giving a shit attitude. But that'll be for the future.
But that's a different guy.
Yeah, that's true.
We're comparing Triple H and John Cena to two guys who eat, sleep, breathe, shit.
Exactly.
Fuck this business.
Yeah. Like that's
and Randy Orton, who couldn't care less.
Exactly.
He literally took time off because he was getting more skull tattoos.
Yeah,
so
and that's the thing. I always find this funny. This is we're staying on the fucking Randy Orton of it all. The fans will always fucking boo, like the quote-unquote smart marks will always boo the shit out of John Cena. The guy who has a shit ton more work ethic than Randy Orton. And I hear very little negativity about Randy Orton.
I know, right?
All I hear is, why don't they put Randy... Like, I'll hear, like, oh, he's at the top spot too much and we need to move him around. But no one's ever just, like, get rid of him. They're always just like, put him down here. Put him, facing this guy for, like, the IC
John
title.
Cena, get rid of him.
But John Cena, he needs to go away.
Even though he's the first guy to show up and the last guy to leave.
Exactly. Like, the guy who actually gives a shit about WWE. Fuck that guy. But the guy who couldn't be bothered, who, like you said, literally took time off to go get more skull tattoos, he is fine. And that I'm not cool with that. But that's really neither here nor there, but I will never take away an opportunity to shit on Randy Orton.
Fair enough.
So I will say this about Trips here. I was so fucking tired of him. Just so tired of him. But, when we started this podcast 3 years ago, I was gone from wrestling for a while. I took a break. I was out. Couldn't watch it anymore. As I am wont to do occasionally. Mm-hmm. And when I came back and I saw that, a couple Triple H matches that he ended up having, because I knew he was kind of working behind the scenes and everything like that. The few matches he had, like, everything was renewed. I'm like, fuck, he can still go. He's still the game. So, as somebody who was at one point in time...
You actually probably appreciated that second evolution.
I kind of did, because I'm like, I got to see a little more evolution that I wanted to see, but not hating Triple H the whole time, and not hating him in the way I'm supposed to hate him, just couldn't stand the sight of him. Mm-hmm. So no. So going back to the original point of, like, no, I don't in any way, shape, or form hate Triple H, and I'm not...
Plus, I think a lot of people have softened on him because of the whole NXT of it all.
Well, that's the thing. Like, NXT...
he's the father of NXT.
Exactly. And, like, I hope this is quelled all that...
He's the reason why we have AJ. He's the reason why we have Kevin Owens. He's the reason why
He's the reason we're getting a lot of people. Finn Balor, A-Double, I'm sure.
All of those guys
all of these guys.
Him.
Yeah. So hopefully all the shit of, like, Triple H is holding this guy back and holding this guy back on Raw and SmackDown, I hope that's gone now. I hope they understand it's just the old man. Yeah. Which it was the whole time, and I don't know why anybody thought otherwise.
I know. But, either way.
Yeah.
But he cut a really good promo. Mm-hmm. Then the Lawn beat Lucha Dragons, Neville and Dolph. Well done there.
Can this be done? I mean, I know it's not, but can it be?
Well, they're getting more wins now.
Yeah, but...
They're actually being more prominent.
Yeah, but nobody seems to give a shit.
Which is unfortunate. Yeah. Because I like all of those guys.
I do as well, but I mean, I remember I looked at them, like, while watching SmackDown, I'm like, remember when that guy was a U.S. champion, and that guy was the world champion, and that guy at one point was the fucking U.S. champion as well, and people
and the other guy was the king of the ring?
And the other guy was the king of the ring? Remember when anybody gave a shit about any of these guys? No? Okay.
Yeah.
Because, like, and that, oh god, don't get me started with the Lana of it all. Oh, I don't understand this. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Kevin Owens a big show. No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Can we put the end on this? Can this?
No.
Can we?
I'm gonna do the Tracy Morgan now. No.
No. Can we, like, end this at, like,
the Michael Scott? God, no.
Can we end this on SmackDown? Like, can their rubber match thing of it all, which is really stupid because seriously, count it out. We're doing this. Can this be done on this week's SmackDown and move on? Because if this is where, I don't want to even say it. I'm not going to say it. You know what I'm thinking, but I'm not going to say it. If this is the match
no. My guess.
Yeah.
What happened on Raw between Dolph Ziggler and The Miz and everything, and the whole mentioning the title of it all, the IC title of it all. Mm-hmm. I honestly think they're doing for the second year in a row, a multi-man IC title match, probably a ladder match.
That's fine. I will happily take that.
So if you want to put Big Show in there, just for the comedy spot of him with his big ladder,
I guess,
then that's fine. But this one-on-one,
no.
Fuck no.
This needs to stop.
No.
Because I will say this. Kevin Owens cannot make Big Show look good.
No.
He tried his best. He's been trying, the two matches they had, he tried everything in his power. Big Show's done. Mm-hmm. He needs to throw in the towel.
Or if he wants to be in the Battle Royale again and get thrown out by Braun Strowman, that's
fantastic. Fine. Do that. Do that all day long. But no.
Yeah. No.
Devon
beat Jimmy? I don't care. Y2AJ is a thing?
Fucking hell. Hey.
I'm fine with the tag team. I'm not fine with the name.
I'm not fine with the tag team.
Really?
I think it's a waste. There's no need to put AJ in this tag team unless they're just like, we have nothing for Chris Jericho to do.
That's what I'm saying.
You think
I think this is a placeholder till Mania.
I guess. I mean,
again, if they do a multi-man IC title match, both these guys will be thrown in.
You're probably right. Because
so they can be a tag team right now.
I guess, and that sort of keeps them
on TV.
Yeah,
moving towards Mania, and then they both go, well, we got to end the tag team because I want the IC title. Well, I want the IC title. Yeah. Okay, we'll end this and then whatever. And then maybe if you want to continue afterwards, whatever. But
part of the problem is that they're not letting AJ talk at all.
No, that's a good thing.
He's not that bad.
He's pretty bad.
No, he's not that bad.
No, he's pretty bad.
I mean, I'm not saying he needs to cut like a 5-minute
promo. You weren't watching TNA when I was watching TNA.
I don't know if I agree with that. I've heard him cut promos. He's not. I mean, okay, he's not as like. Can he do comedy? Probably not. He's. I think he's decent at the dark brooding AJ, which this is not. I understand that.
Nobody liked that AJ.
Really?
Nobody liked mopey leather jacket, hood up AJ.
I didn't hate it. I don't care.
I think it was
I'll stand by it.
I think it was literally his worst gimmick in TNA. Was the last gimmick he did with the Evil Ways music and mopey. Nobody likes me. Emo. Hair covering half his face, AJ Styles.
Okay, I will agree with the look because emo Styles not digging that too much, but I don't know. I mean, I thought there was a possibility there. I don't think they reached its potential, but this was near the really, really, really bad TNA time, so not surprising there. But I don't know. I think there was something there. I really do.
Yeah.
I'm fine with being the only one. I'll fucking throw my hat in the ring for that. I don't give a shit.
That's unfortunate.
I'm fine with that.
But yeah, Y2AJ, as long as it's a placeholder, and we get bigger and better things at the show, at the big show.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Fine. Like, if this is, if it's literally like them versus New Day for the fucking title at Mania, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Because that's a waste.
No, we'll get to that. But I'm glad they're doing what they're doing with that. Kevin Owens beat Big Show via countout. I don't care.
Nope.
Natty beat Becky via DQ because of Charlotte and whatever, and I don't care.
Nope.
I like where they're going with it. Mm-hmm. Not sure about the execution, but I like where they're going with it.
Yeah, the idea works.
Truth beat Slater because of Goldust, and I don't care about that.
Nope.
And Y2AJ beat the New Day. Mm-hmm. And Mark Henry, I think, was also part of there, and they did a dance. And
that was bad. That was bad.
Yeah, let's not make them comedy.
Let's not do that.
Let's not make him dancing.
No.
Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Triple H promo again.
Yeah. Good promo.
Not as good as
SmackDown, which is odd.
Yeah.
But still good. I liked it. I mean, it went on for far too long.
As the Raw ones tend.
Yeah, but I'm fine with the opening promo or the opening like shot of the show being 20 minutes ish. I'm fine with that, but you got to have something else happen. Can't just have Triple H standing there. Something. Like
he says, oh, you all have to bow down to authority. You do it at your jobs, and you do it the whole.
Yeah, no, again, not the whole
cheap heat of you guys are all.
Yeah, but I mean,
peons,
again,
basically.
He already said that on SmackDown, and I understand nobody's watching it, but still, he said the same thing. If you're going to do 20 minutes, which he did, you got to have something else happen.
Yeah,
it can't just be Tripp standing there. So that was a bit much. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, get on with it. Oh, get on with it. Okay, no, okay, well.
And then Dino comes out.
Yeah, which was like 15 minutes in. Okay, it might just be a little bit much. It was 15 minutes in.
It was
and
awkward.
Then he finally showed up, and I'm like, well, this is weird.
And it was awkward.
Very.
Like, Dean was trying to do comedy.
Which works in a way. The problem is...
Not in this way.
The problem with it is... He's not getting angry. He's trying to compete with the comedy that Dean's throwing out there, and that to me was the problem. Unlike Dean, that's his shtick. He's going to come out and just say whatever the fuck he wants to say, and that's fine. But H has to get back at him with "fuck you, you little peon," and he didn't. He came back at him would be like, "Oh, I get it. You're crazy." And I'm like, but That's not the game that we had 5 seconds ago. Who was holding up the title, being like, "You got to go through me." This is bullshit.
Yeah.
So it really
Granted,
felt...
we got that game at the end of the show.
Yeah.